like we just trying to get our shit off. It's like how we emote or lack thereof, what we do on a daily basis oftentimes is dutiful, right? And we take pride in that, getting shit done no matter the cost, right? We not worried about a lot of things that put a smile on our face, generally speaking. The question is, what makes us happy? What makes you happy specifically? Outside of your woman and your children. See, now shit gets shaky, right? Can we pinpoint what makes us happy? Right? Do we have an internal source of happiness? Is happiness essential for a man to be productive?
Mm.
Right? It's several parts to it. Right? I'm not holding on to try to answer every single one. We'll work through it. Right? The reason why I wanted to start with communication, I wanted to expose how poorly we communicate. You even have to be culpable in a conversation when you either too long-winded, when you pause too long, right? Because people are trying to understand when it's their turn to interject too, right? All of this goes into a conversation, right? But it's just like the overt thing. If CJ jump in, that's easier to see, right? Passive aggression, because people get that off at times, right? Which will hurt a conversation. So there's several factors, right? And since we aren't aware of those oftentimes or cognizant, I have to give us a 2. So I'm gonna lay it out one more time. What makes you happy outside of your woman and your children? Can you pinpoint what makes you happy? Is it an internal source of happiness? Is happiness essential for a man to be productive? Strata.
My happiness comes from achieving goals. And the reason why it makes me happy, the better word for me would be content, but the reason why it makes me happy is because I set my mind to something, put in the effort, and saw the results. Is it internal? Yes, I think I'm wired to be this way. But where I would disagree is I don't know if happiness, well, not that I would disagree, but I don't know if happiness is a driving factor in my productivity. And I think I answered all three.
Hmm. That sound like stereotypical man shit.
I think that if most men were honest with themselves, it's only a stereotype because we all can relate.
Yeah. We
Yeah,
also killing ourselves too.
for sure. For sure. Because I don't think it's rooted in anything higher than ourselves.
Hmm. Here's another sentiment that we heard. If a man don't have a woman and kids, he'll have a futon, a PlayStation, and a 75-inch TV.
We'll say, can I speak?
The Walmart futon too.
I like to try to word it's really content. I don't say we're just looking for happiness. We're just looking to be content with our lives. So most men that get by with that PlayStation and the futon and be happy and just be chilling, And they're not joyful. We're not just sitting there like ecstatic about having it. We're just content with the lives we're living. And we
No,
get a woman and they're not content with the lives. They want more and more and more, which pushes us to go do more. And we get content with that life too. Like, fuck it,
here's the
this is my
thing.
life.
Here's the thing. Let me pose the question again. The substitution of content for happiness is not. You can't
You
you
know,
can't do that. All
mm,
right. That's not what we're talking about.
mm,
We understand content, right? Right. That's a coping word. Niggas is off in themselves. You heard? Right? Niggas is crying themselves to sleep. Niggas can't sleep. Granville asked me a question, CJ. Right? He asked me on the phone, but he asked me so I can tell y'all, right? He's like, him, how much would it's something like would you pay a person or would a person have to get paid to like switch slots with you? All the kids, all the things. My initial thought, keeping it 100 honest, I wouldn't even put that on nobody I love.
mm.
Real shit. All these kids, all these responsibilities, right? We got these businesses, but the businesses don't run themselves, right? If you don't kill anything, you don't eat. If you don't eat, you die, right? People getting older, people getting sick. We don't got no family in Texas, right? So it's just her and I. And imagine what type of weight and stress that is, right? I be up a lot because I can't sleep, not because I'm like, oh, I get up at 3:30. I get up at 3:30 because my mind always running. You heard, right? So I think I'm content. But the question is, right? Happiness, I gotta really, and it's saying pinpoint it. That's the difficult part.
Yeah, that's the pinpoint part of it is very difficult. For me, I've always enjoyed creating things, like using my mind, using my senses. I go out into the world. I have experiences. From that, I can make songs. From that, I can write stories.
Mhm.
But if I'm being honest, even that process is very similar to the thing that Strata talks about, having these goals. It's still difficult to leave that part out. So although it brings me happiness, I'll be lying if I don't say like the achievement part of it, the isolation part of it that comes into it sometimes. All those things that again men do, and then you still find yourself kind of in that same place, just like a typical man. You know what I mean? Trying to fight against worrying about the achievement part versus being like, God gave me this gift for storytelling. Let me just be content in the fact that I can do it, even if it never leaves my home. So that struggle is there, and it's real.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this, shot. One thing you said too, because I do this too, right? I know August does it for sure, right? The things we good at, Makai can attest as it pertains to football. The things we are good at, we try to monetize them, right? We try to use them, and now it ain't fun no more, right?
Yep.
When now you looking at scholarships and this and that, and things got to line up, who gonna give me what, who gonna treat me the best based on my skill set, right? Right. You ain't out there just tackling people now. You out there tackling so that you can get the next step and the next step and the next step. That NIL shit is cool, but now that is real work now.
Right.
The best games are the teams that are the hardest to play, and them games don't feel fun. Right? But you wouldn't give it back though. That's actually let me retract that point. That's a totally different tangent. But just on what Shah said, he could do all those things. And now we put them to work, to use, and we expect to get compensated for them. Shit ain't fun no more,
Yep.
Go ahead. I think CJ's about to say, or whomever.
Well, I wanted to say something about it. I think there's a level of delayed gratification that us as men experience. And so for me personally, I'm competitive as fuck. You know what I mean? I compete with the world and I compete with myself. So when I put work out there and I don't get the gratification that I'm looking for, I know that I gotta work harder. So eventually it comes around where it's like, okay, yeah, you caught this win. That's when I get the most extreme dopamine rush that I could ever experience, and then it's on to the next thing. So that to me is just the man experience, because to me it's in my nature to compete. No matter what it is, if I'm competing against the world or competing for market share, no matter what it is, it's in my nature to compete. So I'm gonna go for it, and I enjoy it. I enjoy the struggle. I enjoy losing. I enjoy having to get back up. I enjoy all that shit, because when I get what I want, that's when the gratitude, that's when that release comes in.
And can I say this to his point? We do like that competing edge. Just like men playing video games, I'll bring video games into it. It's like working hard to get to the final boss. And once you beat that boss, you get some kind of gratification inside of you, like a feeling like, yes, I fucking did that shit. That's what our happiness comes from. So I think our happiness comes from the fact that we accomplish hard things in life. Like if I become the champion, or if you became a champion in football, I think you would got that gratification, that happiness. Like all of it was worth it. That feeling like, yes, nigga, I did it.
I got a question, fellas. Do you think that regardless of outcome, the happiness would still be there? Is the happiness hinged on outcome? Is my question.
I think the
Yeah,
happiness
I
is
think
hinged.
I think it does depend on it. Because my man say he likes to lose. He better man than me. I don't like to lose in nothing. I don't want to lose
Yeah.
at anything. I think I'm the best at everything I do, unless somebody proves me differently. Now, if you prove me different, I got to accept it. And I got to get better. But I'll never be okay with just losing or be content. Yes, I want to be successful. Whatever a goal I try to accomplish, whatever thing I put my mind to. I don't think you will be happy losing. I don't know nobody. A child that won't
I
do
agree with
that. That's something. Yeah, I just can't accept.
But listen to us though. Listen to us. We are ever so casually reverting back to the same old conversation.
Mhm.
Work hard. This, that, right? Do you have to be happy to be productive, August?
No, I
If
don't have
at
to.
the
I don't have
end,
to feel. Go
yeah,
ahead.
you don't care about that part. If you were to produce at the end and not be happy at any step, but you got the result you wanted, would you do it anyway?
Yeah.
See, that's why I'm pushing back against the notion of when I achieve these things, right? Because you would do it regardless,
Well, it's the
happy or not.
it's the delayed gratification that, so in the act of doing something, I know that I don't want to fucking do it. Like, I know for a fact I got to get up every day. There's days that I definitely don't want to get up. Those are the days I definitely do get up, because if I'm going to achieve the delayed gratification that I'm after, the true happiness that I'm after, I gotta get up. So I can't go based off of how I feel that day if I'm going to achieve what it is that I want.
I hear you. I heard. I think you said it well the first time too, right?
Oh
And
my
I'm
God.
not saying you being redundant. I'm just saying that I understand why you reply like that, right?
Yeah.
And then a lot of this shit got money at the end of it.
Yes. Of course.
Think about that though. And now these heifers. Oh, Hink. I general my inner Hink came out.
Hate made brought you back.
Now a nigga that make 38,000 can't get no buns because even men are like, my happiness is hinged on what I'm able to produce. Right? Are we really being honest about this shit? Internally, intrinsically, like, is it just for you? Right? Because remember, the question was multi-layered. Go ahead, Chief. Go ahead.
Yeah. So for me, the things that make me happy are just for me. Like there's no nothing attached to it. Like the things that I do with the camera, I'm willing to do for free. But what tends to happen is people, because they appreciate the artistry or they appreciate the outcome of it, they pay. That's never my intention of like, oh, I'm charging. Because if you notice, like you notice about me, like I will do things because I think it'll help the overall goal, not for something to gain, but because I agree with the vision or I agree with the mission. The same thing applies with me and happiness. I don't make music for money because I don't make money off my music. I make music as a level of expression. And if somebody likes it and is willing to, do whatever, whether it's fund it, use it, or promote it, then by all means. But nothing that I do for me is contingent on anything else. Like I enjoy learning, so I look stuff up. I ain't doing it because I'm like, oh, I can't wait till I run to somebody to tell them what I know. Like, no, nigga. Like, if I've learned something and I hear something's wrong, I'm going to correct it. And if I'm wrong, guess what I do? I correct or I change or something. Like, but the difference is that's not most people. So, we're having this conversation, and the more we do, the more I'm realizing I'm just not the average person. Not in a condescending way to try to talk down to people, but more so like, oh, y'all operate like this. I don't, and I can't sit here and be like it's because I was taught one way or another. It's just that's just not me. I can lose at something and be like, I don't care because I don't care about what I lost at. But if you say you can out rap me or you say you can out whatever me, and it's something that I know I am good at, then that's different. But even if I lose, I'm never gonna be like, it's the end of the world. I don't know how I'm gonna no, nigga, I'm gonna go make something else because I still think I'm better. It don't matter.
Well,
It
even
don't
it, even
matter.
I
but
agree
even
with
in the
you.
loss, you can find some things that, because this is how I look at a loss. I look at a loss as a way of exposing my weaknesses. So where they were able to outdo me, I gotta study that shit. Be like, damn, okay, I took this L because this motherfucker did this. So let me go ahead and brush up on that so that the next time I got him this time. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at losses, because I already know that life is just gonna be sequence of losses until you get a big ass fucking win. That's
And
just
the
how
point,
it goes.
and real quick,
And for sure, you
the
can
point is,
take that approach, but my thing is this: I don't go into things thinking, oh no, this loss is taking away my joy. If anything, I didn't do this for any competitive reason. But if you want to have a competition, then I'll just show you my work. Like it's not even like I'm doing this to prove I'm better. It's just I'm doing this, and I just so happen to be better. And because I'm interested in this particular topic, I will get better because no matter what's going to happen, I'm interested in this thing. So my interest is going to drive me to learn more about it. I don't care about the loss. That's just me.
Would the W give you more gratification, even if you
No.
didn't care about
CJ, watch this. You have beat me in every debate we've ever had, and how many times have I told you that?
You never said those exact words, but you said.
I said you've never lost to me, right?
Okay, I'll give it to you. No, you're humble. Well, you're a humble.
No,
winner.
it's not. What I'm saying is it's not. But the reason why I say that is because it's not about humility. It's because we're having a conversation. In my mind, you are debating, or in your mind, we're debating. In my mind, I'm having a conversation. So I don't mind telling you, you've won every single time we debated because I don't care to debate. It's not. I don't get a dopamine hit if I prove a point.
Right. Well, let's take it to something you do care about winning about. Like you said, rapping or something. If you had a rap battle with, let's say, HAMP, and you won, you would get a certain level of gratification from that. Other than losing, you don't think so?
No, because at the end, perfect example is a rap battle. First of all, that's subjective. One, and then two.
But if you had a vote,
what I'm saying is, no matter if I win, lose, or draw, I am happy with whatever I produced. I'm happy with it because that's what it's that I gave my effort and I did what I could. I'm not going away with it like, oh man, I'm not happy. If I get a dub in it, that's cool. If I don't get a dub in it, that's cool. Because at the end of the day, I know I'm still fired. I don't care who you are.
I agree with you though. Like, if I lose a fight, I'm not going to drive, but I would get more.
That's different. No. That's a fight. Now a fight is different because there's so much more on the line. All right. There's a lot more on the line than what we're willing to.
Why?
A fight? Okay. Go ahead.
Let me bring it on back. I'm talking about competition, gratification. If I lose, I win. If I win, I lose. Right. So let me ask the question again. Right. Pinpoint their happiness. I don't think we've done it yet.
I did.
Creativity. For me, it's creativity.
No. It's the delayed gratification.
It's accomplished.
The delayed gratification, the working towards something and suffering for something, and then get the gratification of accomplishing it.
Accomplishing it at the end.
A competition isn't always outward to someone else. You could be competing with your damn self.
Fellas,
I run 3 miles. I'm trying to get the 4.
Fellas, he asked, besides your wife and your kids, what would make your happiness? My happiness would be me going with the fellas to sporting events. You get what I'm saying? That makes me happy. That's what I love to do. I love sports. Me going to look at suits and shit like that makes me happy. Because those are the type of things we talking about. Y'all went all over the damn world.
No.
Think about what makes a man, what besides your job and everything, think about it. That's what you normally do. What do you do for yourself? Whether it's work on your car or something like that. Y'all went all over the damn America.
No.
That makes a man happy. Doing something for yourself.
You made the statement of what makes you happy, but you can't say that what makes another man happy has to be in line with whatever make you happy. Some of us are, I'm about to tell you, some of us are happy when we accomplish our goal. Like if I do a lot of things throughout my day, and when I'm accomplishing them things, I get like little boosts of like dopamine rush, like small. They seem small and insignificant, but small insignificant dopes of dopamine rush that make me happy. That accumulate to my day being a total success. That makes me fucking happy. I don't want to chill with nobody. I don't give a fuck about no suits. I ain't trying to go out and hang out with the boys. None of that shit. I want to be in this motherfucker right here, accomplishing my goals. That make me the ultimate most happy. That's just how I am. But I'm not saying that every man got to be like that.
When you don't accomplish those goals, do you get sad too?
Yes, I get sad as fuck. I get really depressed.
So you don't
Sometimes
have
I gotta
nothing.
pull myself out of bed.
So you don't have nothing to tap into, right? That is just internal. You do it, you get gratification, you get happiness from it, right? Your happiness is contingent upon several things, several factors outside of you, right? Because whether we like it, understand it, accept it, believe it or not, we are not achieving all these goals by ourselves. What can you stop and do, right? That gives you joy. Or you can't stop. You have to always be doing something. That's the only way you get gratification or joy.
Okay, is that in reference what you mean by happiness?
I'm gonna tell you, Cheeky answered, and I believe him. He making that music in that squeaky voice. He like to do that shit, so he gonna do it.
Hey, that voice changed like a motherfucker. I said, how do you do his voice like this?
CJ Hutch for a second, please.
He's proving that too, Ham. He's proving that too, Ham.
He's right. He gonna do that no matter what. You heard? Right? He gets joy, instant gratification, happiness, go writing bars and etc. I know that, right? I think Shad does also, except for his goals are now pivoting, right? This is business now. This is monetized. What happens is that actually reduces like the freedom of it, the happiness of it, right? The sheer joy of being a creative, right? Because now you're using that craft for something now it's being judged by other people, right? So when Cheeky answer, it's something that he owns that he don't need nobody else to be involved in. Right, and when he pressed play after he finished, whatever mixing it down, right, he gonna sit there and smile. PRs is something, right? Let me just maybe I can help us through it, right? PRs, personal records, like if you lift weights. See, y'all ain't that strong, so for Hank, so I don't really know if y'all. So like,
I agree,
okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, so when you hit like,
I mean, it's easier for us to hit our personal record. I mean, it's easier for us to hit our PRs if we're not that strong. Huh?
No, it's not.
No, it's not. Nah, but I agree with you saying, Hemp. You're right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, personal records. That's what I'm talking about. But it just show up in different ways for different people. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm running,
no, I understand it, but yours are tied to the what we always say.
Well, it's personal to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't have to get up and do this. You like I could sit in my room and not do shit, and every bill gonna get paid.
You got women.
Every mouth gonna get fed.
Okay, well,
everything.
You saying you don't have to do anything for everything?
Not a fucking thing, dog. Not a damn thing. I do it because I want to. You understand what I'm saying?
I get an outlier situation. Yeah,
it is. But I'm explaining. I only say that so it could drive the point home that I do only get up and do this shit strictly because I want to, and it make me happy. Okay, that's it.
So, yeah, so I thought it was a safe assumption for which I have to retract and apologize. I'm thinking like when I get up and do stuff is because I have to produce, not because I'm doing it for fun. Right. Well, so most of everything I do, I don't do it just cause.
I turn all the things I do into production because I have a family feed and I want to elevate our life. But you know, I don't do things just out of hobby. Because I like to orchestrate my life where anything that that is my hobby, I'm gonna be able to make some money off of it, and I mean a lot of money.
Anybody else? I got
a few more questions. Yeah, I guess with me, my happiness when I'm able to go to my record store, even out of the state or out of my city, whatever the case may be, and just finding gems in these record stores. That makes me happy. I'm content, and then bringing them home and playing them, and just sit back and just listen to them. That's my peace right there. That makes me happy.
Yeah, that's strictly Hink shit. When Hink was down here, I'm pulling a Tommy B. I'm just telling the story for the sake of telling it, but it's the Tommy B. Hank literally like we at the basketball gym. And he like, hey, I think there's we just talking. He like found record stores where we was at. You know, I'm like, damn, there's some old nigga shit. You know what I mean? But fuck.
I brought up video games, motherfucker. That's a personal thing. You don't need nobody else external for that.
What'd you say?
I brought up video games.
You play video games?
Yeah.
You do?
I just don't have time right now, but.
Which one do you play?
I play RPGs the most.
Final Fantasy.
You a World of Warcraft
Skyrim?
nigga?
Final Fantasy, Ghost of
Skyrim?
Tsushima.
You fuck with Skyrim?
I ain't say that yet.
I would have never thought CJ was one of them niggas. You a World of Warcraft nigga, okay?
Don't play
I
no
don't play
damn
World of
video
Warcraft either.
game. That nigga ain't played a video game in a year.
I got a game on my phone. I'm playing right now, motherfucker. What is that?
Yo, Hamp, I think all the men are kind of saying the same thing.
What y'all
though.
talking about, man?
This is a weird nigga, man.
Yo, y'all can
Go
hear
ahead,
me?
Aaron. Yeah, we can hear you.
This is like a
CJ.
whistle, man.
I think all that and I'm just talking about most men. I think men just want a moment to themselves to do what they want to do. And I don't think a lot of men get that. Whether you single, you got a child, kids, you always gotta seem to get up and do some shit for the world. You gotta do some shit for your family. So I think a lot of men just want a moment to themselves. Like for me personally, nobody. Don't bother me Monday, Tuesdays, and Fridays. That's wrestling time. I don't care if you don't like wrestling. I don't care if you think it's fake. 2 hours, that's my shit. If you call me, I'm gonna yell at you. Feel me?
Football,
Like,
yeah.
football,
Basketball.
Sunday. Some men just like, I'm not about to watch 5 games on Sunday. I just want to watch one game. And sometimes it's hard for him to get that one game. Feel me? So for Cheeky, it's making music. That's his piece. For CJ, he like playing World of Warcraft.
I don't play World of Warcraft, motherfucker.
Feel me? August like building himself up. But those are moments that they can have for themselves. Like if you look at the older men, like before social media and technology and stuff, they used to just yell at their wives and stuff for the kids and be like, damn, can I get 30 minutes? Like, can I get 5 minutes? Like, men just want a little bit of time to themselves. That's it.
That sound like that sound like somebody who happy.
That's
Well,
where the
yeah.
happiness comes from. They can get that happiness from that moment, that times alone.
Yeah.
Hey, so
Let me just windmill real quick, shot.
all right.
Y'all niggas don't know what the fuck y'all talking about.
Man, you act like you know
Y'all
happiness.
don't got no kids.
Oh,
Nothing
and we happy
bro,
because
y'all
of it.
talking
And
about,
we
y'all
happy
talking about decompressing from what, nigga? That naughty head girl you got?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
Come on, man. You arguing with your roommates? Stop, nigga.
Oh,
Stop.
my
All right, hold on. I'm gonna give you an
Now
example.
all
I'ma
of a
give you an
sudden,
example.
hold on, let me finish windmilling.
So, because you got a bunch of badass kids, we can't know what happiness is.
They not that bad.
Well, Hamp got roommates. He just gotta pay everything in the room.
Thank you, man. You just gotta pay
Man,
all the bills for your roommate.
Cheeky
Thank
lost
you,
service.
Cheeky. Cheeky, my nigga, man. I like debating Cheeky because
Cheeky
he be
lost
wrong half
service,
the
man.
time.
Damn, man. I need to just chill, nigga. The Jets
But
stink.
look, we don't know. We don't know happiness.
So-
you got a bunch of kids and shit.
So
we
look,
can't know
I'm gonna
happiness.
But
So
no,
I'm gonna
what
give you an
I here's
example.
before I finish. Now I was joking, but what I'm saying is like these things sound very regurgitated though, right? Because even the things that we have that are piling on us, right? To quantify, say I just need to sit down and chill, right? Like that doesn't sound like that man is like happy. He dealing with stuff, so he need time to decompress. I understand that, right? Now I think after you decompress, you can then look to enjoy. But the questions are very pointed, and the word happiness is repeated over and over. We continue to display what makes us feel content when we're allowed to decompress, right? Like we find a moment of peace or solace, right? Happiness and peace aren't synonyms.
Can I ask a question?
Sha was about to jump in on August, so I just wanted to windmill real quick, and then you could go.
Well, just real quick, I wanted to get some clarification. Are you purposely pigeonholing us to happiness?
Yes.
Is that a purpose? Okay. Because I think it's hard. Yeah, go ahead, August.
I just had a question. So, are we talking about the feeling of happiness, like all day, or are you talking about what makes you happy? Because I think that's two different things. If you're chasing like a feeling of happiness, that's a whole different conversation versus what makes you happy. Because happiness can come in the form of struggling for something and then the delayed gratification of achieving that.
Yeah, I know the feeling of
and and, and,
achievement.
and, re- and repeating it. You know what I'm saying? Like I know that if I
Yeah,
work this hard, then
I
eventually this
know.
is gonna
Yeah,
come to me.
August. I know accomplishment. I know achievement. Right. I know those things. You know, happiness is so fluid. Right. It gotta be more simple. Like I want us to have a thing, bro. A thing, like just a thing where it don't like you just do it and you happy
And
as fuck.
you're automatically happy.
Kiki got
I
the shit. That's why I was pinpointing that shit. I'm
I don't
probably
think that I
more
don't know.
you and I is probably more similar, right? But we
But
know
see,
what that burden comes with, though. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? That's all.
Yo, you
so
know what I
okay,
was thinking? I'm sorry, Shaw. Go ahead.
well, just real quick, help. Like, I mean, I mentioned the creativity thing in addition to like things like music, bro. Like every morning now, I come outside, top of the morning, sit outside and listen to music. You know what I mean? It, like learning information, not to apply to anything that can make money, bro, but just being able to learn things and be able to have that in my bag when I'm having conversations. I can pass it along to somebody else. I get joy out of being like, "Have you heard about this?" And they say, "No." Well, let me tell you. Oh, wait, go check it out. Like that brings me happiness. I really enjoy traveling. I started like solo traveling a couple years ago, going places I ain't never seen and immerse myself in them people. Listen to how they talk. Listen to like what's popping in the area. I really enjoy doing that. You know what I mean? Just getting those experiences. I didn't know we was going into a woke conversation because you know y'all be joking. So we okay. We in the woke territory. Okay, cool. Yeah. So for me, those are some things that I would do, and when I'm doing it, I feel a sense of like I'm cool. I'm cool here in this space. I'm not worried about nothing else.
That's what I'm saying. That and as I'm me and August riding in the car in DC. That made me happy. We just talking about
Mhm.
real shit,
Yep.
bullshit.
Yep.
A nigga got parked on where we were staying at. You know what I'm saying? We almost got arrested for walking under the tape, right? Like just, but that was a moment where it was thinkless, but we was talking substantively. You see what I'm
Hmm.
saying? It was just
Yeah.
me and him talking about shit, going back and forth, right? Instant joy gratification, right? Strada came to my two oldest twins' birthday party, right? They made a weekend out of DC and came to DC to the party, right? That's instant just joy. It just it's not even tied to nothing. Like it just like I love the nigga. That's my brother. Boom, he showed up, right? Kids parties suck. You heard?
Mm.
They the worst, bro. The music
Hey,
edit. We ain't
that
even have
made
no music. It
that
sucks.
made him mad. He didn't like that at all. That was the opposite.
CJ,
I
CJ,
fucking
I
CJ.
don't
hate
think
that.
I don't think I earned the right
Hold on,
to,
hold on,
to
August. Hold
experience
on,
the level of
August.
happiness you
Hold
talking
on,
about.
hold on, August. Hold on. CJ, CJ.
All right, I'm
I
done.
don't need no ad
You
libs. You
just had
heard?
so much fucking
You
vitriol when you said that,
you
brother.
seen what happened to Puppy, my nigga. Take that meant something, nigga. I don't need nobody
All right,
ad
all right,
libbing for me. Okay.
let me say this game bring me happiness though. And listen to the show brings a lot of us happiness, motherfucker. That's the point.
We
We in
drilling,
a
but we
world full of misery and sadness. We look for moments of happiness to bring us joy to get by in life. That's what it is, Hamp. We don't expect to be happy and just living in fucking bliss. We
bliss.
live in a world
You
full of
got that
fucking
off of
misery.
Google.
A bunch of fucking bad shit happen, and we look for those moments of happiness that we can rejoice in and feel
Yeah.
like, okay, I can keep going. I can keep doing it. We don't look. Yeah, that's
Man,
what it is.
y'all sound real. You know what? For y'all to be
I don't
young,
agree.
Well, we sound,
There you
and we
go.
have good
sound
communication
miserable.
right now. Level 7 communication for all
Y'all
of us
sound
right now.
miserable, man. I
At
mean,
No,
least.
dog.
this
Hamp,
is
I
some
think
sad
we
shit,
might be
man.
down to -2. We
This
might
is
be down to -2.
some sad ass shit, man. I'm dead serious. Like for y'all to be y'all sound older than me and he. For real. Y'all do. You motherfuckers done
Hey,
had
we
it
ain't older
rough.
than him for sure.
Hey,
Yeah.
Y'all
guys,
had it
this is all
hard.
right. So I got more questions, right?
I got
But
one.
this, here's what I want y'all to just
Got
understand,
your
right?
ass, dude.
We tie. Listen to what we think makes us happy, right? But a lot of the things that we tie our happiness to bring a whole lot of stress, right? A whole lot of struggle, right? You also it's like you it's like you break through, you fight through, you win, you can lose, right? A lot of that comes with a lot of pressure too,
Yeah.
right? And we know pressure bust pipes or make diamonds, right? And so we look at that like that to justify it, right? But I'm just asking if we just slow it down, B, assess all the feelings that shit brings you. We actually talking about feelings for a hot second, right? So I'm just looking at it because when C kind of brought it to me, like, do we even know ourselves? Like, what just make me just be like, oh man, I feel better right now, like CJ saying, you know? And I think we always predicate on the fact that we think we should be struggling. Our people put a whole lot of value in struggle, in traumatic experience. You get clout from going to prison, as an example. So I'm just thinking about it, right? And like I said, she helped me like put it together, you know what I mean? So I'm thinking about as the questions was laid out. So anything else on this one? I got another one that might be a little bit more.
Yeah,
Real quick, I want to
ruined
say,
my day, man.
I want to think. I'm thinking about what you're saying, and that's something I need to think about. I think what make me happy is like being able to go out and do what I want. I'm not trying to be like stunting or nothing like that, but whenever I go places, I can spend what I want. I buy what I want. If I want a section, I'm gonna get it. If I want to buy drinks, I'm buying them. That make me happy to go in any restaurant, bar, any place I want and do what I want. That ultimately make me happy, which is why I sacrifice so hard. So if that answered the question.
I understand. And we just slowing it down. And it's shot. It's hard. We just slowing it down. Cause I don't think we ever thought about pinpointing happiness intrinsically. What do you just sit there and smile? Like what just give you that? Just for even for an hour, you know? Because like you said, life be life, and so we always pushing, you know, but we don't stop to smell roses and we take pride in not doing so. Let me just see if Rock had anything. Bless you.
Thank you.
No, I'm good right now.
Okay. Hey, Clips, did you want to comment on this specifically? All right, I'm gonna switch Clips out for me, and I'm gonna bring myself back up. And I need Aaron. I know Aaron at work. I need him for this next one, so I'm gonna get to it.
Wait, but him, before you go to the next one, him kind of just messed me up when he said that, because I just realized like my happiness is tied to making sure everybody else is happy. And I think a lot of men go through that same shit. Like if everybody around me not happy, I'm stressed. So I don't know if y'all feel like that. But
I don't.
Yeah, no. If our girl ain't happy, then we kind of want to make them happy as well. Yeah, men get happiness from fixing people's problems and helping other people. Yeah, I agree with that.
And the only reason I'm saying that is because I really think about it, like because I go through a lot of like mental health issues and shit. And I'm gonna be honest, most of that shit is tied back to other people. The percentage of stuff that I put on myself is small, but it's everybody else's happiness. So like when my nieces is sick and my sister's stressed, I'm stressed. Like you feel me? Like because now I gotta go help her. Like that's just an example. Like
no, that was an accident. Yeah, no, 100%. And that's the point, Aaron. Right? When everybody else happy, you good. That don't mean you happy. Right? That be the point. Go ahead, Clips, and I'm pivoting to this next question.
Yeah, I'm not going to stay up here with y'all too long. Can you hear me good? You know, my internet's be all fucked up down here. Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can
hear you.
All right, look, so interesting topic and question for the day. I guess I respect all of y'all answers. You know, that's your personal point of view. I'm gonna be straight with you, my nigga. I'm not happy. I done caught so many losses and death as a recent. I'm not happy, man. All of the people that I would actually enjoy things with are gone. I'm not happy. I don't have problems with financial situations, so I'm not juggling. I grind hard. I could put shit together to get more bread. That doesn't even bring me joy anymore. My nigga, I'm not fucking happy. And I have moments when I enjoy life, of course. I'm not like in a level of depression or anything, or so I like to believe I'm not. But happiness, I can remember being happy. I was happy with those people that were here. They're not here anymore. I'm not happy. So you guys, you know, chase what y'all can and get it where you can get it from and enjoy it while you got it. Because if you lose it like I lost, the things that actually brought me joy, like rapping with my grandfather, like hanging with my dad and my uncles, all of my uncles dead. Grandfather's dead. grandmothers gone, homeboys, generations of them out of here. I'm not in my city I grew up in no more because that shit was too fucking heavy, and I just wanted to live. Yo, I got a family I take care of now. Know what I'm saying? And they happy, they good, and I'm just walking through the fucking motions. And for real, I'm taking care of everything. I got it. That's don't bring me no motherfucking happiness. I used to enjoy fishing, but I used to fish with my son. My son did. I don't enjoy that no more. Nigga, I'm not happy. I'm showing up. It looked good. I play the game. I'll go through the motions. I can afford it. But happiness, my nigga, I remember being happy. This isn't happiness. So good luck with y'all being happy, yo, and whatever you can do to hold on to it, keep it close to you. Because if it should ever slip away and you can never get it back, you better appreciate the times that you had where you were happy.
So, Clip, don't you think that's why your happy should be based on what you do with somebody else or with somebody else?
Say that again? My happy should what?
I said, don't you think you should have a level of happiness that doesn't include someone else or based with someone else?
No, so I'm cool with me. I'm talking about happy, my nigga. So all you guys expressed that y'all felt a level of happiness, right? Whether it's in the past or currently doing gaming and whatever else you're doing, right? So that feeling that you actually have, imagine that being gone. Imagine you can't box no more, CJ. No more happiness. Imagine Austin, as much as, you know, he likes to say that, you know, he's pulling this shit off, and I believe the young man, you know what I'm saying, he doesn't have the drive to push that way no more. The bills are paid, like you said. He not hurting for no bread, but then his happiness is gone. So the shit is connected to something. I'm saying, when you don't have it, what do you do then? I think and outside of Cheeky, because he's super content with how things are actually just moving in his space, and I actually believe that. I don't think any of you niggas are happy. I think y'all rolling through the motions. You take your wins when you get them, enjoy the moments when they happen, and keep it the fuck pushing. That's actually what manhood is. That's what we all experience. Every single one of us. Now, you can make it sound like something else, but that's actually what's happening. My nigga, you not happy. You pulling this shit off. And some people at a higher level than others, but by and large, that's all that's happening.
Yeah, I don't agree with it.
Can I push back? Okay.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Just for me personally, and again, appreciate, you know, Cliff, for being vulnerable and sharing with us, you know, what you're experiencing. I've experienced a lot of loss too, early in life. I've shared, I had a friend who committed suicide. My best friend got murdered. Both of my grandparents on my dad's side have passed. Never really had a good relationship with my father. Now I'm watching that generation of men deal with grief, addiction, despair. And so at an early age as a boy, I grew up around those traditional men we love to talk about. My grandfather, and I'm learning more about him now as I talk to people. My grandfather never talked. I thought it was just a thing that I experienced. I'm starting to learn from my family. He didn't talk to nobody, but the bills never not got paid. He'll come in the house with a pane of ice cream. He'll eat out the ice cream with a spoon. He'll say, "What's up?" And then that's it. Watch his football, go to sleep. You know what I mean? And I saw it as a kid, and it didn't make sense to me to see men just so disengaged from like the people around them. So I started trying to learn about things I could do both physically and mentally, just to make sure I'm like grounded in a way to understand outside of, like y'all saying, we all saying achieve these goals. What are other things can I do that's kind of beyond myself? So I've mentioned like meditation before, stuff like that. I've mentioned like, and niggas joke about it, but I tell niggas, bro, every day I try to stretch, bro. And in that moment I'm stretching, I'm thanking God for my limbs. I'm thanking God for, you know, the things that I have, the things that I don't have, that I shouldn't have. I'm having those conversations, Clips. You know what I mean? Even with like food now, when I'm trying to learn like how to heal myself, like naturally do things. So those types of things bring me a level of happiness, Clips, where despite all the things I'm dealing with in the world, Cause like right now, no car, no job, waiting for my arm to hit. This is my real life right now. I'm one of them government employees y'all be joking about. I'm currently not getting a paycheck. But you know what? I'm like, that's the situation I'm in. In my mind, I've overcome it because I've overcame before. And I'm doing those things to continue staying in a place where I don't start to overwhelm myself with everything that's happening bad right now, because I know what it turns to. And I'm saying, cause we gotta, as men, we gotta start incorporating this in our kind of like modus operandi, like how we do things. In addition to achieving, we gotta also know how to be content and exist on this earth that is treacherous at all times. And there are things we can do to help us along the way.
But Shah,
I feel you, Mo.
let me interject
Look,
this. Let me interject this real quick. Clip. You are saying what he's saying. Shah.
Okay.
You have a lot of shit going on, and then you have other things that you lean in to counterbalance. So you just ended up at zero. And then I don't know if you did it on purpose. Not zero like nothing, but like it's even now. Because you got these hard things, and so you got things that bring you solace, right? So now the scale balances. And then the one word you used at the end of your soliloquy was content.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That ain't the goal based on this
Well,
question.
Can I?
Yeah, you
My
got
bad.
it. But that's why when Clips say unhappy, Clips, I know you were saying y'all said this and the third. If you notice, I ain't even say that, right? When they asked me would I trade places with somebody I love to do what I gotta do, I said nah. You know what I mean? So I just think, Shah, based on what I heard, you kind of right there.
Well, I should have used joy instead of contentment.
Okay.
Because content does sound like I'm just here on the dock of the bay. The sun goes up and down. No, and like I'm thriving in this chaos.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm continuing to learn about myself, about my own fortitude. Right? When everyone's around me, like, Shy, you good? I'm like, yeah, bro. I know. I'm down one arm right now. I still see it, and it ain't based in like some flimsy. That's just like, no. I've been here a couple of times.
Right?
I was a kid trying to figure out why the fuck I didn't have a 2-parent household, what my niggas did, and I'm suffering. I had to understand. I had to get through it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like this has been an exercise that I've been continually going through his life. So, but what I'm saying is,
there's an interjection necessary right there, though. There's an interjection necessary, right? We've been in perpetual hell, so we know what it looks like. We know how to push through. Right, we get accustomed to making sure we undo hard things, you know, and then we are what's the word? August was saying it at the end of it. We are
delayed gratification,
right? We're satisfied that we beat yet something else. But if somebody is constantly fighting shit and just he thinks it's winning because he survived it, I don't know if I would look at that person and say, you know what, that's a happy person.
It's not a win. And it's not a win. We actually get so accustomed. We get so accustomed to just because it ain't kill us that we say it's a win. That it's a lose, my nigga.
Yeah,
because you're losing. You're not winning.
So let him clip. Yeah, because I had Clips allow me to get an interjection in, so he got to say that part. Because I think him and I just on the same page, right? So he just kind of reiterating. Go ahead, Shy in August. And the thing is, I'm not trying to rush to get to the next question because I think maybe we never had this conversation before. Maybe I'm sure it has happened. Cheek might know better than me, but just generally, maybe we need to stay here a little bit longer. I just think the other two questions are good too. Go ahead, Shy, and then August.
So again, I think because I didn't say joy,
I gotta leave in like 30 minutes.
I think because I didn't say joy, and I've used content probably more than once. That's why I had to make sure I check myself because it's joy. It's not contentment. But I'm also asking, like, with the limited amount of time we have on Earth in life, like, what is our expectation of life to be? It's going to be lost. Like, these are things that are inevitable. We can't control it. So it's just hard for me to say, but we're losing. I'm losing because life ain't perfect. I'm saying compared to other people in the world, right? Because we can go in other space and see how they live from birth to death. And I think it might change our perspective just a little bit.
Yeah, what you're doing? You know what you're doing then? You know what you're doing then? You're judging yourself against somebody who's doing less than you. And then calling it a win. You're judging it on somebody who has less opportunity.
That's fair.
And then saying
That's fair. That's fair.
Come on, bro.
Or compare myself to the 1% of the world that millions of people will never accomplish, and I'm gonna stress myself out because I can't be them. So Clips is I don't what's the actual lens to look through then, so I can make sure I'm looking through the right one.
I didn't say do either one, right? And I don't suggest that you do either one. I agree with you having, you know, your feet grounded and you know, eating right and not drinking too much. Like I agree with all of that stuff. My life is actually a pretty clean life. I'm just saying whatever that thing was that I actually had a level of happiness from before, I don't have it now, and I can't wait till the Most High blesses me with it again, because it's a loss. It's a loss in my experience on Earth. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but
I feel you, Clip. I feel you.
unfortunately for you basing your happiness on other things that have to involve with other people instead of doing something for yourself. So my happiness based on like
bro, slow down for a second.
Finish.
Slow down for
Let
a
me
second,
finish.
Hank.
Let me
Slow down
finish,
for a
dog.
second, Hank.
Let me
No,
finish.
because you actually asserted something that's not true. My nigga, I do any and everything I want. If you actually, well, I'm not even going. I won't even do it. I could actually pull off almost anything within a level of reason that most people won't even be able to obtain. So I do everything that I want.
Is it making you happy though?
No, that's what I'm saying. Those things aren't actually bringing me this level of happiness.
That's my point. You didn't even let me finish though, dog. So you're basing your happiness, every story you gave us was based on somebody else instead of just for yourself. So the example like I gave, I like to go record shopping and shop for records and spend hours doing it. That shit may sound boring, and I think HAMP called me old people shit. I'm okay with that. I don't give a shit, but that's what makes me happy. I don't do it with my son. I don't have to do it with my wife or anybody else. I do it by myself. I go, I get a map, like HAMP said, in his city, Houston. I went Google some places. I went driving. Some was an hour, 2 hours away. I don't give a shit. I enjoy the peaceful ride. I go and finding these gems, finding albums I can't find in my city or find online or in my state or whatever the case may be. Coming up on these gems. When I get home, man, I can't wait to go listen to these goddamn albums. I did this by myself because that brings me happiness. Now, if I started doing what my wife has to come with me or my son has to come in, now, if for some unforeseen reason, like you said, you took a loss, yeah, now I'm no longer happy anymore because it's going to flash me back of me losing my son or losing my wife or losing my friend that I was always going with on these journeys. I'm talking about doing something by yourself that makes you happy, that if something happens to them or the person you with, it wouldn't matter. You're going to be in your happy place doing whatever it is you choose to do. That's what I'm saying, bro.
All right, Hank. So I got you. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to just continue to spend bread trying to figure out what the fuck is out there to do that actually I enjoy or get some enjoyment from or happiness as we talk about in this conversation. And what I'm telling you is that's actually just chasing for me because I find happiness in relationship. I find happiness with my family, my friends, and my loved ones. I find joy there. So I don't have to look inside or outside or anywhere else because the thing that I need is, until now, has been right there next to me, has been nurturing me the entire way, has been enjoying the ride right alongside me. That's what I'm telling you.
Hey, Clips.
So yeah, I'll go go-kart racing later today, and then fuck around and hang glide later this week. Like I can pull that off, and it still may never find the thing that you're talking about, because my joy, my happiness, that level of satisfaction comes within relationship.
Makes
sense.
sense.
It don't always have to be tied to spending bread though. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna tell you, like I had the hardest year of my life, and I explained it to him in a car. But I've had the hardest year of my life. But this year has shown me who I am as a man. So I found happiness in other things that isn't contingent or hanging on somebody else. Like me being able to, we got this push-up challenge I'm doing. I'm hitting them every day consistently. And just 100, but I was already qualified. I was already doing 300 a day easy. That me doing them 300 push-ups a day, when I get that done, that instantly gives me happiness because it's not hinging on like my sons or my wife and none of that shit. It's just hinging on me. So when you have a happiness that is not attached to somebody else, And it don't have to be attached to bread. It could just be something a personal goal, something small. It can be small and insignificant. Just like Shy be saying when he working on, eating better and stretching. You know what I'm saying? That shit is important. That right there is what you should be, when you work on yourself, that's what you hang your happiness on. That's what I do. I like setting goals and accomplishing them, even if they small.
I know
Let
y'all
me
not.
jump in real quick. Go ahead, Chad.
I know y'all not necessarily like rebuttaling clips, but I just want to
No,
say,
they are. They are.
yeah,
Nah, not really. I'm just trying to
Yeah,
give it a different way of
because
thinking. That's all.
let me tell you why I said
bro.
that.
And I'm telling you, August. The thing that you're trying to encourage that I do, my life is that, Mo. Like there's nothing that you can tell me to actually try to pull off that I either can't do or haven't already done. Like even pressing to get more bread and work on more projects and pulling in more work and resources and things of that nature. That shit is light work to me now.
You try
Because I'm on
meditating?
autopilot.
You try
Can,
meditating?
Excuse me?
So
let
it,
me
I think
let me.
y'all
Wait,
Meditation,
I wasn't
meditation
done.
makes me happy.
I wasn't done.
I
I just
know.
want to
Go ahead,
say this.
Sean.
I
Go
would
ahead,
just
Sean.
want to say this plain. I want to say this plainly, as a man with no kids. Like I watch videos sometimes with like dudes and they sons and they be like, bro, let me stay on point so I can get there, bro. Cause I actually I get a sense of like, not necessarily that I'm missing something, but like there's a part of my purpose that I haven't fulfilled yet. So when I hear Clips talks about the importance of the relationship, specifically another human being, and why that brings him a source of happiness, I completely understand where he's coming from. And that's why, and I'm just trying to make sure y'all understand that it's not necessarily that he needs other people to be happy, but he's saying those relationships, those connections with those people bring him a level of happiness. And I'll say, as men, I don't hear men talk about it that way. I hear about the duty. I hear about the servitude that we have for the people we're around, that we serve. But I don't often hear us say like, bro, I love the fact that I can like kick it with my son and just talk about like life and hear from his perspective. I love being able to sit down with my wife, man, and even though she's a woman and I don't always get where she coming from, the fact that we can have them conversations is dope. I love talking to her mom and her granddad. I don't hear that enough or often from my perspective from us. So I just want to be clear. I think that's what I'm getting when I hear Clips talk.
yeah, but that's not
Look,
what
I
I'm
think
getting. What
y'all.
I'm getting is,
Go
oh,
ahead.
go ahead, Sean. Try. I'm sorry.
No, I
Uh,
was gonna jump in.
it was
I
Rock. I
think
think it
y'all
was
have.
Rock. Yeah.
yeah, it's
Oh, I'm
Rock.
sorry, Rock. My bad. My bad.
I might have a delay. Um,
Yeah, you do, but it's all good. You go ahead.
fuck.
All right, or maybe not. Hank, did you want to
Three
go?
major
Well,
Oh shit.
categories
yeah, you got
with
it.
my service went bad.
Go ahead,
You
Rob.
good?
I'm good.
No, you good.
I think y'all done outlined three major categories. I'm sorry, Hamp made the distinction earlier about the conflation with solace or peace, and then that not being a synonym to happiness. But I think what Clips was talking about, even Hamp's example, when he said he was riding around with Strata and they, that instantly brought him, I think that's joy. And what Clips is describing is joy because it is relational with people. But then happiness is again and it's hierarchical to where joy is here, happiness is here, and then that silence, that peace, where I just need to pass time for the mental is at the bottom of that hierarchy. But joy is relational to people, whereas and Cheeky hit it on the head too with creativity. It's that process of doing. Those things are happiness. But joy, what Shad talking about with fathers and they sons, that's joy. So I just wanted to point out that those three categories have sort of been outlined a little bit.
I think that's a good outline. Strada.
I think that the reason why we answered the question originally like we did, Clips, was because when Hemp made us take women and children off the board, our brains all shifted into things that weren't relational. But I think if it was on the table, you probably would have heard more of that. Because I'm like you, Clips. Like first off, God bless the dead to those you lost. But I'm like you, bro. Like I get a level of that happiness from being around the people I love. And like you said, when they get snatched, now because it was contingent on that relationship, it's hard to get that back because nobody can replace that. You see what I'm saying? Like even if you were to create another kid or if you were to get another father figure, they not the original. You know what I mean? That's no disrespect. But that's why it's so tough when you lose it. it's a void. You know what I mean? It's a real deep void, but I still think that's important. But I ain't gonna lie, when he asked the question the way he did, my brain instantly went to my daughter. Like as he was talking, I was like, what's been happening to my daughter? They was like, damn, no women and kids. I was like, well, fuck. And it stuck with me
Yeah.
because I'm
So in
about like you.
comparison,
You know what I mean?
yeah. So in comparison, if you were to say, okay, everything's on the table, you guys would not be talking about the fucking work makes you happy. Fucking grinding makes you happy. You would never
Okay,
mention
I
that.
get it. Okay, I get what he's saying.
I think
Okay.
Hemp
So
said
not
I just,
exclusive.
so congratulations to him for actually putting you guys in a fucking trick bag, but you fucking fell for it because the actual thing that makes you happy or brings you joy or gratification is not the things that you said.
Well,
It's the things that you weren't able to say because of the way the question was framed.
That's not true.
So
It's not just money that make you
good
happy.
job. So good job
he's
fooling
pointing something
yourself.
out.
That's actually what happened. Good job fooling yourself.
So,
Nah,
well,
it's
I
y'all
think
problem, man. Look,
we gotta take into account like the differences in people and personalities, right? And I think that's the main thing. The reason why, even if I had to include family and relationships, I would still say music and camera work is because of how I am as a person. I'm naturally an introvert, right? That doesn't mean that I don't acknowledge or don't accept the human nature or the human aspect of socialization. I'm a human, so part of me, gives credence to that. But I've always been by myself. Like if you ask my parents, I've always been the guy who was to himself, and I had to learn how to not be that way. And I found the most happiness by myself, right? So even with my relationship with my family and friends and girlfriend and stuff like that, if I don't have that moment to myself, I'm not going to be happy because there's too much that comes from human interaction for me personally, right? But Clips, I've met you in person. You're very relational, bro. You are very chill as fuck, bro. Chill and like being around people. Hamp the same way. Strata the same way. A lot of you guys are very extroverted whenever I've seen you all, and I'm like, man, that's cool. And y'all will meet me like I'm not loud or anything, but I'll kick it with you. But y'all are very different than me, and that's not a problem. It's just something that I've noticed, which is why my answer for me is very thought out because I had to think about that before, even when I was in high school. Like I've always been the quiet nerd, anime by himself, drawing pad, something creative to find some way to express something that is not being expressed through human interaction, either because of whatever the reason, and because I've grown up that way and developed my way into that, I've stayed that way. Now, of course, it could change if I get a kid, right? I think it would, just by nature of having a child. But kids cost too much, and my nigga, I'm not out here fucking. so the kid thing, you know what I'm saying, is done, So, but yeah, I think that's something that I also identify. I think Clips is pointing out a point that makes sense, and I think is the reason why Hemp also excluded it. But also now we got to start thinking about ourselves, and do we know ourselves well enough to know, hey, I'm antisocial or whatever the case may be. I just think that's another aspect to it. That's all.
I still got one point of clarification. This might be a part of like our poor communication. When I heard him ask that question, I thought from the standpoint of here's the typical man answer. I get happiness from taking care of people. That's still a little bit different from what Clips is saying. So I just want to make sure that when him asks that question, was he saying that because he's saying take away the happiness you get from relational being close with your family, or was he speaking from what the typical male answer is? I get happiness from taking care of other people.
He kind of clarified, and he said not the outside source of happiness. He wanted internal sources of happiness. So then we would automatically have to exclude family and friends because
it's in the question. It's in the question, right?
Yeah.
I think Clips kind of talks like that, but it's not a trick question at all, right? The point is in the question, and I eliminated the thing that we often run to.
Okay,
right. That's what we often run to. Oh, I achieved this. My family good. They eating. Yeah, we run to that. You know what I mean? We don't want to hold that mirror up for real and really assess how we emote or lack thereof. You heard? We don't want to acknowledge that we sad, right? It's easier to say I apologize. It's harder to say I'm sorry. Right? It's easier to say I'm not happy. It's harder to say I'm sad. You heard? That's why it's necessary to be framed as such.
Yep. Hey, Hemp, I'm about to go in the house. I'm gonna go off camera for 1 second to transfer over this son on me now.
You breaking into somebody's house? Fuck you.
Go in the house. Go in the house.
What? Why you gotta do all that? I gotta turn the camera off. I gotta just walk in the house.
I walk in the house all the time on camera.
My shit.
I've been to your house. Yo, just walk through the door. We know you've been working out a little bit, nigga. Yeah. I know you got that medicated cast on, nigga.
He got us all confused.
This that Blue Cross Blue Shield. This the Blue Cross Blue Shield cast, nigga.
Hey, you should have got
not if it's an AIDS bandage, Playboy.
Hey, him.
It come off Thursday, nigga.
So look, I'm gonna let y'all go to the next topic, and I'm gonna drop down for a second. But I do want to make a statement, right? So when the women are saying, "Yo, I don't need a man, and I'm happy with my job and my degrees and all of that shit," we should just say, "I agree with her."
They be lying. They lie.
She living on no. You niggas not lying. Y'all not lying.
I don't think she lying either. I believe her because I know people like that. And I think some of them lying, but the ones that say that they really happy, I believe them. Until
and that's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and we got and that's fair.
So just like y'all say, fuck them kids and these bitches ain't shit. I agree with you. That's actually what you believe because all your fucking happiness, all your joy, and the things that are actually important to you are tied to your fucking work. Y'all the same. Y'all the exact same.
Man, y'all.
So that's why I said I disagree with you, Clip. That's why I made that statement. I disagree with you.
Well, Hank, I think he's more speaking to the overarching point, right? That was the initial discourse that myself, CJ, August were having, right? And not civilly, right? Like just, you know what I mean? And I think you pinpointed something. Cheeky was able to, right? Even Shad stuff turned into work and production, right? The things he's good at. And so a lot of it is predicated on achieving goals, producing production, you know, that just it's interesting how we see it.
It's true. Some people like being around people.
But hey,
like
I might be wrong. Fuck it. I might be wrong.
I got a question. Is happiness
that often?
Is happiness only tied to one thing, or is it?
Now here's the thing I want us to realize. Now here's the thing I want us to realize though as we talk. There's a point that you made. I'm asking, has anybody moved off their point, their original one? We've been talking for an hour and a half, and nobody done heard nothing that can help them make an adjustment to their talking point. And if it's no, it's no. All right, but I just see that happening.
Oh no, I already said I'm with Austin. I'll just do more shit, and maybe I can find it out there. Yeah, we'll do that.
Go ahead, Strada.
Yeah, I had to adjust mine because now, like the more we talk about it made more sense to what you were asking. So to answer your question more concise, it would be music, podcasting recently, and those will be the two that make me happy currently. But again, I rap as well, like Cheek does. I like just listening to music, and DJing will be a part of that music bag. So with me, it's making the music, creating the songs, and DJing. Like I can do that with or without nobody, and I'll be in my bag for hours and get lost in it. And you know, when you get finished, that's like that. Damn, that was dope. Like that little quiet air. We know what we talking about. You had that moment,
that dopamine rush. Yeah,
those my two. So I want to change my answer. That'd be the more accurate answer, Hemp.
No, I think that's a great answer, man. I done made too much money DJing. It ain't fun no more. You know what I mean? That's how it go. you hit a certain number, shit don't be fun.
It's really how you pass that free time. However you choose to pass that free time that you just have autonomously. So
yeah, I think that free time, how you use it, definitely impacts you.
Because it takes away all your responsibilities, kids, all that. Okay, I got free time. What am I doing with it? And it should, it is tied to creativity and producing something, unless
Yeah.
you're just slothing. But
I think that's just what make a man a man. Like that's just man nature. You know what I mean? That's what I think.
Okay,
I
let me
love
do
the
this.
grill.
Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, and tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. AL with the $2. And I learned to be happy just being me, happy for life. Son Kid, Shalom. Nathaniel has been a member for 8 months. Says happiness for me, husbandry and gardening, spending time in nature. Granny with the $2 says no nigga around here played WoW. Fuck out of here. What's WoW? World of Warcraft? Oh.
Oh, World of Warcraft.
Oh, Nikasu with the $2 says mobile gamers aren't real gamers. Oh,
I think Ghost of Tsushima too.
Sherelle with the $2 says Smash Brothers cheeky. That must be an inside joke.
Nah, it's a game. It's a game.
This is Darius, right? Darius with the 5 gifted memberships, man. Whoever got blessed with one, please maintain it. Oh, yeah. It's like Super Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
Okay. That was a good game. Fat Boy with a 20 ball. Just to start it off. Salute to my brother Fat Boy in the building. Salute to him for the first 20 ball of the day. And fit.